Alright, so video a couple weeks ago I let you know that I was getting a 69 140 H3, and here she is. Still in the crate, picked it up from Fastenal yesterday. This machine is from Utah. It is a 1969 serial number 12,000 something. The deck is patio deck. It is supposedly the deck has always been with the tractor. Most likely it was purchased separate. It did have a blade with it, but I opted not to purchase the blade. Just not something I was too interested in buying. Mostly because of space, and I wasn't particularly interested in the requirements in it myself, so I don't need a blade. But yeah, gonna get it out of this packing crate and you know, check it out. You can see that the hood is in fantastic shape. It was a new old stock hood. You can see also that there's a replaced part right there. So those are some of the parts that I'm going to use that other 69 that I went over a couple weeks ago. Those are some of the parts I'm going to use that one for. This machine right here will complement my 74 140 that I have, that I purchased from the original owner. So really happy to have both these machines, and excited to get this one out of the crate. So let me do that. I'll sit here with the drill and take it apart, get everything off there, and we'll see if we can't get it off. I think I'm gonna have to replace the solid state coil. We'll do some tests on it and everything and see what we need to do. So here we go. Alright, so I got the top of the box off, the sides off, and just the 4 upright posts, which I think I'm just going to take this pallet and throw it on the burn pile now. Because I cracked it with the tractor when I was bringing it in here. But I've gone ahead and replaced the coil, the solid state coil. I've checked the oil. The solid state coil is the one I repaired in a previous video. So coil should be good, or it's been tested good. And here's the old one right here. We're going to see, I'm going to test it and do a couple other things, make sure it is bad. If it doesn't fire this time, then I'll assume that I'll need to pull the engine. We'll need to go through the ignition system, etc. So I'm just going to set the camera up. We're going to see if it'll actually fire up. I think it's got a little bit of gas in it. Like I said, I've checked the oil. Yep, got a little bit of gas in it. So we should be good to go. So let me set the camera up and we'll see if it will fire up and drive off of this pallet right here on the floor, and then we'll shut it down and take a peek at it. So here we go. Well, that was a failure for the first one. So I'll see if we got spark and do a couple other tests, and we'll go from there. Alright, so no spark. So my fix is not as easy as I thought it would be. I've actually got to sit down and do quite a bit of diagnosis. I look for loose wires, things like that. Didn't see any. So I figured I'd go ahead and give an overview of this machine, and you know, then come back and start working on it. So I purchased it from the second owner. I do have the warranty card and some of the original paperwork for the unit itself, and I'll show that in a later video. I'm not sure exactly when the previous owner bought it. I think sometime in the 90s, and like I said, it came from Utah, or I think I said that earlier in the video. So it came from Utah, and now it is in my house, or at my house, and it will stay here for a good long while. So, a couple things about this machine. Like I said, the reason I bought it is because of originality. It does have a new old stock code on it, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. Some of the things, mostly because I like to pick apart a machine when I get it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this tractor as it sits. Obviously, you've heard it crank. It's got really good compression. The starter sounds nice. The headlights, taillights work. Things like that, but got to fix the front tires. Mismatched tires absolutely drives me insane, so I'll fix those front tires pretty quick. I'm not exactly sure what I'll put on there. I might just see if I have an extra pair of those Turf traction tires. I think those are Silvertowns, whatever. Those are replacements, but I might find a pair of Goodyears or something like I have on the 74. So like I said, lights work. I'll go ahead and I think I've got enough battery left to do that. Turn it on, pull the light switch out. So lights work, front lights work, tail lights work. The only thing sad about the tail lights is it looks like they are replacement tail lights. I can confirm that here in just a minute when we go finish walking around. It does have a replacement oil dipstick on it, or it looks like it does. The mower deck mounts are white, leads me to believe that I haven't looked at the serial number on the deck. It's the wrong way for me to look at the serial number on it. But I would imagine that this machine was purchased and the deck was purchased separately in 1969, and they just happened to have a white deck for when the patios came out. Like I said, I'll look at the serial number and see if it might look like an early deck or not. Aside from that, nothing really wrong. Got a couple scratches here in the hood, but that's not a huge deal there. The hood is in absolutely fantastic shape. Steers very nice. Got a little bit of play. See if I can, and the steering column is loose, but I'll see if I fix that. Notice there's a crack in the steering wheel right there. I might pull that steering wheel off that other 69 and put it on this one. So that's the reason that that's the reason I purchased that 69 to begin with. So not a big deal there. The seat's original, not in the best shape, but it is original. Fuel gauge has been replaced. There's my spark tester. I was testing spark, etc. Carb looks like it's had a little bit of work done to it. At least the shaft looks kind of new. I'll have to pull it apart, etc. See what we get. The engine does sound like it has pretty good compression. It does have the lights and the lighter on it, which is certainly encouraging. I like the lighter even though I don't smoke. It also has a rear PTO for the tiller on it. That's one of the reasons that I bought that Model 33 tiller for this machine. I was looking to see, yeah, it looks like those are replacement lenses. So probably what I'll do is I'll take the lenses that came off that 69, the other 69 that I have, and I'll go ahead and put it on this machine. Did notice that there's some bending right here in the back. What I may do is I may take the fender pan off that other 69. We'll see what kind of condition it's in and put that fender pan on this one. Other than that, I'll fix that right there, the little piece right there. Looks like this switch is stuck. It is not my cause for my no spark, but it is stuck. Other than that, I mean, the machine's in really good shape. Excited to have it, and so we'll go from there. But I think that's the end of this first part of this video. It actually might be a little while before I get around to working on this, doing too much with this machine, mostly because I'm going to have to keep it in the back part of the shop here because I am absolutely overrun with tractors at the moment. And I've got that 318 that I need to finish. You haven't seen any of those videos yet, but I do have the governor, the flyball spacer fixed. I just got to get the engine back in the tractor. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully maybe sometime this summer, later this summer, put a deck on this thing and get it out in the yard and mow. And I'll also do a comparison of a 69 versus a 74 140. So thanks for watching.